Hi, it's Tina from Ideas and Embellishment, and that's Tina Gilbert, Ideas and Embellishment. I always just jump on here and show you a couple of things. Remember I was talking about that cookbook? Well, I kind of got the idea from May made it, but I did something different. Hers is a little different, and basically all I used the same idea with the rings and the holes, and then like I color coded mine. I don't have any, I don't have a whole lot in here, but I can add more. And I just kind of color coded it as to what I want, just so I could like, okay, everything in the pink is breakfast. I don't have a lot of things in here, but what I did was I found these at Hobby Lobby. There's 50 of them in here for $2.99. Come on, that's just ridiculous. I didn't use theirs because I just went on my computer and typed mine out, and they are the same size as a regular recipe card. But the thing of it is I went to Dollar Tree. Is someone here? Wait a minute. I can't remember how it goes. I think it goes like this. No. Y'all, I am ridiculous. I think that's not right. I think it doesn't go like that. All right. Ah, like this. Y'all, I'm nuts. Okay. I got this at the Dollar Tree, and I put it like this. So then when I'm cooking in my kitchen, I just go and I do this number, and then I can see the recipe, and it's protected so it doesn't get dirty anyway. And I'll use that and add to it, and then it just sits on my counter like this, if I always remember how it goes. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. It's really, I love it. I think it's going to work. I'm starting to get more into cooking, so that's what I'm doing. Anyway, so I have this little journal that I'm working on. These are all the scraps, but one of my subs asked me to make a book board. What a book board does is when you have a lot of ephemera in your journal and you want to write, it gives you a hard surface to write on. If I can find one let's just see if we were to use this. Where's the one I did? Where's the one? I don't know what I did with it. Ah, the older one. Let's just say we had this, and I wanted to, well, this one isn't really the same as what I was talking about, but let me see. Anyway, let me get another one. I'll get you another one. Okay, for instance, maybe I should make one. Sorry about that. This is a journal that's still in my Etsy shop. I don't know why it hasn't sold. I think it's awesome. But let's say you wanted to write on one of these pages. Now, these pages are pretty thick. But let's say that you wanted to make a note on this one, and it's hard to do. So you wanted to add something to this page. It's hard to do because this is bulky. So what you would do is you would make, this is so pretty. Look at this, you guys. I don't know. It's such a pretty journal. And, yeah, I'm really surprised it hasn't sold. But, you know, hey, one of these days it might make a nice gift for somebody, so I'm not worried about it too bad. It's got pretty stuff. But anyway, so what you would do is you would make a book board to go inside the journal. That's the same size. So like, say if I wanted to make one, we could make one for this one, why not? It needs to be the same size as the page without this. So let's say this is 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. I'll go ahead and make one for this. I just have to write things down because I have no memory. And that is the most important thing. Now, I could use Bookboard. Bookboard is easy. But I wanted to go ahead and see. I don't know if this will. Let's see if this is. Yes. But I'm going to use packaging. Here. Now, when I use packaging, for anything on my journals, I like to use several pieces. Excuse me for sniffling. So, bless you. Okay. I'm just cutting this out. These are, I do recycles. Every once in a while I can go and get something out of the bin, out of the recycle bin. It's not mandatory in our city, but I do it anyway. Now for this, I think we'll keep these two. I actually have a third of the ding dongs. So I'm gonna actually do 3, just because I want it to be super duper thick. I'm just gonna go ahead and use these things. So let me go ahead and get this. And I said it was 7.25. So let me get my clipper. And I'm gonna. All right, come on. It is raining here. Like, I don't like the rain that much. I mean, I know you need it, but when you have 7 dogs, that's right. It can be a little bit inconvenient. When they go outside, so this is the hard. I don't particularly like 5 1/4. That's good. Okay, and one more. This will be nice and thick, I think. Okay, so we have all of this. Oh. Okay, so all we do, let me see how thick this is. It's pretty good. I can maybe use these for tags. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, I like to take my little sander and just rough it up a little bit. Let me get a kitchen towel. Okay, and then I'm gonna take and I'm going to, this is also very shiny on the other side too, so. You know, art glitter glue would probably do the trick regardless of whether it's shiny or not. And, or you could also use tape. This is just going to be, sorry for me sniffling. I'm going to go ahead and do this on this side too. And like I said, you can also use Bookboard. You just kind of want it to be thick. Okay. Oops, doesn't have to be perfect. And this one's not shiny on that side, so. And then that's pretty thick. Not too bad, not too squirmish. Now all you do now is cover it with whatever you want. You can cover it, see, that's pretty sturdy. You can cover it with whatever you want to make it pretty. So let's see what we have. We're just going to use some scrapbook paper. Let me see if I have scraps. If I have big enough scraps. I have, this is pretty big. I think I can, this might work. Yeah, that'll work. That, and let's see what else I have. You can also do something like this. That's pretty. I like that's really pretty. But I need, I'm looking through here. On one side, this is what we're gonna do. First of all, we're gonna take this and I'm gonna cut this one little part off. Oh, I have it right here. We're just gonna wrap this just like we would a cover, just the same way. This here. You never know. There was corn dogs underneath here. So. You know, I was talking about my little dog. I think he's finally getting it. It's, but because he's a boy, sometimes his aim is off, if you know what I mean. This felt like there was something underneath there. What is that? I felt a lump. It is, it's a piece of glue. We don't want that. No lumps. No lumps. Okay. Then I'm going to get my miter tool, just because I like using it. It really, I like it. I like it. You kind of get an idea when you look at this using the miter tool how far you want to cut from that corner. You don't want to cut right up to the corner. So this kind of gives you an idea, but it's so much easier just to use the little miter tool. Okay, now what I like to do, I like to use tape, but you don't have to, but I'm gonna because I have it. I like to do the long sides first. And the only thing I like to use tape for is right along this edge. And then I definitely like to use art glitter glue when I'm doing this. And I want to get it right up to the edge. And you guys have seen me do this a lot when I make covers. I need to do a scrapbook page. I need to do one of those. I don't know, none of my subbies are really into scrapbooking, but I do need to do one because the boys got haircuts and I wanted to do a scrapbook page. I'm trying to do like a memory page, memory pages for, it's a 2025 scrapbook, so I thought that would be fun to do. I'll use this thing. I was using my spatula and I realized that it was getting all gooped up from using, it's getting gooped up and I don't want it to be gooped up, so I didn't want to goop it up, so I stopped using it. I used to use this, but this was getting all gooped up on the ends. So we are trying other things. Okay. Yes, that's Leo, I think. Yeah, they've been fed. So, and this is where you put glue underneath this little thing because it's like it's a fold over like that. It kind of has a fold, like a little, I don't know if you can see, kind of like, and I like to like kind of take this and pinch it, kind of fold it in with my finger so that it's like that. I don't know if you can see that. And then when I do that, it gives me a really nice corner. See how nice that corner is? Okay, and let me do on the same thing on the side. Now the thing about a book board is you do not want it to be bulky at all. So when you decorate it, you want everything to be as flat as possible because you don't want it to be bulky or it kind of ruined, and I mean, it defeats the purpose because you're wanting a flat surface to do. Now look, now this I think I'm gonna put right like this. And it's just, you can decorate it however you want. But I would recommend, I want these pieces to be flat, that you do not decorate it with anything. You don't want pockets. You don't want, well, I guess, I guess it couldn't be. I guess one side you could do. You could do one side. Let's say you could do one side. Because then you just want one side not to be bulky, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. what that is. What is that? What is that? It is raining. I told y'all that already. So, this little thing is just a Cricut tool that I picked up. It's a weeding tool. It's a pen that's got a pin. It's a pen that has a pen. A pen that has a pen. See, that reminds me of The Princess Bride. Your dad did to hunt a da in the king's forest. No. Anybody Princess Bride fan? No. Maybe I'll watch it today. It's a nice rainy day. I was thinking about, I did make some biscuits yesterday. I never got a recipe. That's one of the reasons I've been doing this little, the little cookbook, is I've been starting to make biscuits. Trying to make biscuits. Look, this is very nice. You could decorate it. Let's see. Let's see what we're going to decorate it with. Let me see if I have some fussy cuts up here. These are things, oops, that I have been saving. And see, this would be really pretty on top of it. This would be really pretty on top of that, but actually it might be. It's a forgotten, but I could. It's not, it might be. Let's use that. This came from the Forgotten Diary journaling kit from My Porch Prints. I like that, and I think that will be good enough. I also have this, but I don't think that goes. I think the other one goes better. So I think I'm going to do that. Whoops. I have all kinds of drawers and stuff. Let me go ahead and put this. And let's see, I could have done it. I like that though. It's pretty. And I'm just going to cut this out. It can be as, now Nick the Booksmith has a couple of videos on making Bookboard. Hers are raggedy and they're kind of cool. She has some raggedy ones and she has some different ones. And if you're a Nick fan, you look back. It's been might have been a last year or a year or two, every once in a while. I haven't looked at her stuff in a long time because she tends to be, she sort of got into bookbinding, which, you know, is great, but I mean like real books, and I do more junk journaling stuff, so I don't. And she does some junk journals, but I tell you what, maybe somebody was asking about, were they asking about a book board, or they might have been asking about, anyway, we're going to do this book board. And then I think somebody was asking about, they might have been asking about this Lapbook. Let me, I think somebody was asking about the Lapbook. I do have a series on a Lapbook. Let me show you my Lapbook. I haven't had the heart to get rid of it. I wanted to make one, and actually what I did was I did go through, there. We're going to use this. I'm going to call this done, and I'm going to put it with the book. And it'll just go in here. And then that way it can be used for this journal. All right, I'm going to get the Lapbook and show you the Lapbook. This is And I have a series on this. I haven't looked at this in a long time, so this might be kind of fun to look at. It is a Lapbook. I really love it. I can't get rid of it because I love it so much. But it's like, what do you do with it? I don't know. It's just kind of fun to look at. So it has a little pocket up here, and of course it's kind of frou-frou. I used scrapbook paper here, and I sewed around it. It's got a nice little spine. I have this kind of closure. Okay, so when you open it, look at this side. Over here is a flip, and it has this here. It also has this, and this has a pocket here, which you can see through. And it also has a pocket here, and it's covered. I don't know, I think this was covering up some stuff. It's been a long time, y'all, and I probably would do things a little bit different. But this is what it is. This is a Lapbook. In the center, there's this. And I do think I followed Nick the Booksmith. And there's pockets. And another pocket here. And of course a pocket here. And this closes like this. Every once in a while. And then this opens, and there's a pocket here. And this is just a book page that's made into a card. Pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. There's a pocket right here. And then here is this, and it has, it's an envelope, and it has this in here that is good for journaling. And this is Velcro. And on this side is this little thing. And it's got this comes out, and there's journaling space on the back. I love that. It's been a long time since I did that, but that's cute. And then there's a pocket here. And this is just, then there's a pocket right here. Okay. And then on this side, there is a pocket. I'm kind of losing you probably. And then in the middle is this little journal that comes out, and it slips in here. Whoops. And if you're interested, like I said, I will link the playlist below. And then this comes out like that. And there's a pocket here. And then on this side, this is a little folio. And it's got pockets here, pockets here, pocket. This is a belly band, actually, that goes all the way down. Different pockets and tickets. It goes like that, that goes like that, that goes like that. And then this goes like that, and then it folds over like this. Okay, so we got that. And that goes like this. Then we go on the other side. And I have, this was made in 223, so I put a little calendar right there. This is when I made it, actually, 2023. And then on this side is a little box that you can put stuff in. And what I've put in this little box for now is this little folio. It's got a little paper thing here, a little fold out here with the thing here, and like this. And then another one of those. Well, I just did that, and it folds up like this. And looks like, nope, that's supposed to be like that, a pocket. And this has a pocket that goes here. And I just had that in here, but I think she put like tools and stuff in there. but that's just that. And it's got closes with this. There's up here, and closes. So very, very cute. Very, very cute. Okay, that's my lap book. So we've done that. We've done the lap book. And now I am going to say goodbye. Been a quick one today, and I will be back. And so that's my lap book. I will link the playlist in the description box. And I appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, let me know if you want to, well, the little cookbook isn't, you know, it's not hard. But yeah, it's not hard. Anyway, thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.